This is my second video, and just to recap, we're going to call these Death or Dentures by Jenny. And my journey is basically, I had really crummy teeth that were falling apart. I kept getting infections. I could not afford to get sick anymore because then I couldn't take care of the things I needed to take care of. And I have a couple of real critical things or people and critters that I take care of, and that means an awful lot to me. But I needed to realize I needed to mean more to me than just not going to the dentist. A really good friend of mine, Kristen Cruz, recommended her dentist. Amazing dental family. The dad, and his son, and then the son's daughter and his son. Well, anyway, there's like 3 or 4 of them that are all dentists. And I'm seeing Dr. R. Just amazing, and gets me and understands that pain is an issue with me, knew that I was on certain medications and that could be an issue. Totally took care of me. And I'm sorry if this video is not professional. It's just not going to happen. So, getting these dentures, the top denture and the bottom bridge, were not my first go round that I wanted. I wanted to get individual teeth on posts, or that same day get new teeth thing. Yeah, that shit never happens. And going into it, I knew I was going to have to save money. At some point, the doctor told me you can't keep coming in for antibiotics because you keep getting infections and you're going to die. So you need to do something sooner than later. When I finally went in and saw this wonderful dentist, he said, we cannot put posts in you because you don't have enough jawbone to handle it. They'll just come out eventually within a year or 2. So I didn't realize that was an option because that's what I was trying to save up money for. I had also, before I saw him, been getting some really awful bids on how much it costs to get permanent teeth with posts in your mouth. And we're looking at $90,000 and above. Some houses don't even cost $100,000. I know, they do now. My first house was $70,000. Anyway, I am, just for transparency, 62 years old this last July. And it's now August. So I found out that permanent teeth posts were not going to be an option for my mouth and my frame makeup. We could have done bone grafts and things like that, try to move my sinuses. That's a whole nother surgery. I didn't want to do that. So he recommended for me what he said he would have recommended if it was his wife asking the same question, which I thought was amazing. And he said it's going to be hard, and if I wanted to have all the teeth pulled at one time, I could, and then it would be a few months for everything to heal, maybe even half a year or so before we could do the dentures. He could put in something temporary. But he said if I could handle getting a few removed at a time and healing and doing the next round, I could go that route. So that's the route I decided to do. For a recap, I had the top left pulled first, 4, top right pulled second, that was 5, and then the bottom 3 plus a post that was old, that never got finished for weird reasons. Anyway, and then just this last week, had the first top 4 here and the bottom top 4 here removed after he did molds a couple weeks before for the top denture and the bottom bridge. So I am on day 10, still healing, still trying to figure out how to swallow and not gag. This is my biggest thing. How do you breathe and not gag? So they don't tell you these are going to be options before you get dentures or bridges. And it's a mind trip for a woman to realize that she can't talk the way she wants to. My upper lip is gone. My tongue has swollen up to take the place of all those teeth that are no longer there anymore. So now my tongue has to get smaller to fit in my mouth that has 2 football fields in it. That's just how it feels. So the teeth look great, I think. We got a nice white hint to them. And yeah, I still have a little bit of yellowing on my old teeth, but I wanted to go as white as I could because these teeth are the ones that are showing. So that became the plan. And that's where I'm at right now, is trying to discuss online for people so you know what it takes to go through this. And this is only my second video. My first video was a little bit of an introduction. So I'm going to cut this one off before 6 minutes. So they're not all big, long videos. And I'll discuss everything that I can remember up to this point. And then I will keep talking about my journey and learning how to swallow my own spit and breathe. Maybe at the same time? Not quite sure. And I'm still in pain. So you have to understand that's going to be an ongoing thing, unfortunately, for right now. But I think it's important to get these videos down so you know what I'm going through and what you might have to expect. That's video 2.